Hey, so this is Steve. And if you can't tell, he's very, very dead. I mean, come on, look at those blink little beady eyes. But thankfully, we're not here for Steve. We're here because we want to know how he died. So in order to understand how to maintain your proper body temperature, you first gotta understand how your body works. Luckily for me, Gemini had enough time to explain it to me so I can explain it to you. So here's how it works. The hypothalamus in your brain acts like a thermostat, keeping track of your internal temperature. When you're cold, your body ramps up heat production by shivering, boosting your metabolism, and restricting your blood flow to your skin. And if you're hot, your body sheds heat by sweating and dilating your blood vessels in your skin. But let's say you're really dumb, like Steve here, and you decide to go walking out into the middle of nowhere. Oh, in the middle of nowhere? It's actually the middle of the Sahara Desert, where it can get up to 170 degrees Fahrenheit in the middle of summer. Here's what you're going to have to do in order to not become a dry, desiccated husk in the middle of the desert like Steve. The first thing you're going to want to do is to drink a lot of water, because you're sweating out a lot of water. The next thing you're going to want to do is to get a wide-brimmed hat, which is crucial to shade your face, neck, and ears, preventing heat stroke, and of course sunburn. Of course, if you don't have that, you can just go and find some shade, although that is pretty hard in the desert. Lastly, this is kind of a big one, avoid alcohol and caffeine, since these can dehydrate you and can worsen heat-related illnesses. Now that we have really hot environments covered, let's come over to the cold ones. This time, you are Steve. As before, you're out walking in the middle of nowhere. But this time, you're in the middle of northern Alaska. Here's a few things that might help you if you had them. The first thing you would want, if you had it, would be clothing. Clothing is really important in cold environments, especially when you layer them. Having a snug-fitting, moisture-wicking base layer helps trap warm air next to your skin, and then adding a bunch of insulating layers on top helps keep that heat next to you. On top of that, having an outer shell that's both windproof and waterproof can help against wind chill and precipitation. Another thing you might want is to be able to cover your extremities, including your head, hands, feet, and face. Another thing you might want to do, as before, you'll want to drink plenty of fluids, eat high-calorie foods, like McDonald's. Minimize your time outdoors and try to find shelter. And finally, as always, limit alcohol and caffeine, because they may initially provide a false sense of warmth. These substances can actually constrict blood flow, leading to heat loss in extremities. Added bonus, alcohol tends to keep on its temperature as its surroundings, so if you try to drink it in really cold environments, you'll probably end up freezing your throat shut. As a matter of fact, that's what happened to good old Steve here.